name is Marvin Reed. I'm the director of the Tropical Metabolism Research Unit, and unit within the Caribbean Institute for Health Research on the Mona campus of the University of the West Indies. There are two components to that question. First is that nutrition does play a role in causing these problems, and secondly, nutrition can play a role in making the condition better. So let's start with hypertension, for example. The evidence suggests that individuals who consume large quantities of salt or sodium chloride are at greater risk of having hypertension. In addition to that, there is some evidence as well that if it is that you consume correspondingly large quantities of potassium, then you can use that to reduce your blood pressure. So, generally speaking, the high blood pressure by definition is defined as an individual whose blood pressure numbers is above a particular level. The cutoff point that is traditionally used is a top number or systolic of 140 millimeters of mercury, and or the bottom number, which is greater than or equal to 90 millimeters of mercury. Typically, the question that people always pose is which one of these numbers are more dangerous. The fact remains that both are equally important. So having said that, the first kind of strategy, nutritional strategy, that an individual may practice who has hypertension is really to become, if they are overweight, to try and see if they can reduce the weight to normal weight, because obesity is also one of the risk factors or one of the conditions that increases the chances that you are hypertensive. The second strategy that an individual can employ is to look at what it is that they are eating, because high salt consumption or high sodium consumption is one of the factors that contribute to you becoming hypertensive. Salt is found in all foods, or virtually, but it is usually in much higher concentrations in salted meats. It's usually in very high concentration in tinned products, because we usually use some form of sodium salt as a preservative for a lot of our tinned products. So a simple recommendation would be that, one, you try to remove salt. So if you're using saltfish, for example, or corned pork, or any of those high salted meats, that you remove the salt before, either by boiling or soaking. Essentially what we're saying is reduce the quantities of food that you consume that are from cans or tin, and remove salt from food prior to preparation for heavily salted food, and do not add salt to your food after it is that you've prepared it. The other strategy for a hypertensive patient is really to increase their food consumption, because most foods typically are rich in potassium, and potassium could be viewed or classically as an antagonist for the sodium. What we mean by that is that it opposes some of the actions that sodium does. So foods rich in potassium, for example, ripe banana and so on, or most fruits, are useful adjuvants, or useful therapy, useful things that you can consume to help reduce your blood pressure numbers. Now, the recommendations is that you should have at least 5 servings of fruits and vegetables per day. And so someone with hypertension, we would normally recommend that you aim for that basic minimum or more.